Hello everyone. Good morning on this Sunday morning. How is everybody? Doing the lovely invite. I'll leave it at that for now. So if you jump on, say hello. Let me know how you are on this Sunday morning. Hi Deb, how are you? Okay, so I'm just going to get straight into it so we're not having a huge amount of time for my replay people. So they're not jumping on and going, oh, this is boring, and turning it off before I even get to doing what I'm supposed to do. So today I'm going to show you how to get a bit of a flawless finish with the Liquid Touch foundation, okay, because sometimes it can be a little bit hard to sort of get used to because it does go on wet and dry to a powder, okay, so trying to get that nice flawless finish, yeah, sometimes people might move it around a bit too much, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, first of all, you have to start with your primer. Okay, primer is good, but make sure that when you do use your primer, you do not use too much of it, okay, because a little goes a long way, especially our primer. Okay, it feels like silk, so sometimes it feels like you're actually putting nothing on, okay, but no, you are putting something on. Okay, so it may just be a tiny bit, but it goes a long way. Okay, so I will show you how much I use. This is how much I use. Can you all see? It's literally like a pea size, okay? It's not much at all, and that's why it will last a very long time, okay? And I literally just put it into my fingers here and I dab it in places that I need it, okay? And then I work it into my face, okay? So it gets into those pores. I have already done my eyes and my eyebrows because I'm only showing you the foundation today. Okay, so what you want to do is once you've worked that in, and that was just a pea size, okay, and that is now all over my face. Okay, it is going to sit there and it's going to form that barrier between my pores and my foundation, okay? So instead of when you go and put your foundation on and it sinks into your pores, so it makes the pores more noticeable and more bigger, it actually puts a barrier, okay? Kind of like, let me try and think of a way to put it, an example. Kind of like when you put a mat over a hole, okay? So you put a mat over a hole, what happens? As long as you don't stand on it, you know, it keeps it flat. True? Okay, so basically what this is doing is it will form, like fill in those holes and form a barrier between those holes in your foundation. So therefore when you put your foundation on, it goes on nice and smooth. Okay, so, and it's always good to let it sit for like 5 minutes. Okay, because then it gives it time to do its job, basically. Okay, so that is always a good thing. Okay, and those that are joining me and don't know who I am, because it is public, my name is Narelle. People call me Nell, and I'm a Younique Blue Status presenter. Okay, so I sell awesome makeup. So that is what I'm showing you today. Just one of our foundations and how to get it flawlessly, like pretty much flawless, okay? And how you go about doing that. So I've already put my primer on. Now I'm going to go and put my foundation on. Now I have this brush here. Okay, now if you've seen on my page, my VIP page, if you're not a part of my VIP page, put VIP in comments and I'll add you to it. But I have a flawless 4 deal going on at the moment. Okay, so you're not going to want to miss that. And the flawless 4 deal basically gets you this brush, gets you your Liquid Touch foundation, it gets you your primer. Where did I put it? Your primer. And then you also get your concealer. All four for a fantastic price, but you're not going to know that price unless you're a part of my VIP group. Okay, so here goes. Make sure you shake it up. Okay, that is a must. Make sure you shake it up and make sure you empty the dropper, okay, because it comes in a dropper. You want to empty that dropper out so that it gives a chance for it all to mix together. Give it a nice shake, really good shake to get it all mixed together. And I think I'm close to being out of this one. Okay, so, and then we only need, yeah, I'm pretty much out. You only need like 5 drops. I'm like out of this. It's nearer the bottom. Okay, so you only need like 5 drops. Okay, 5 drops goes a long way, especially on this brush. If you've got a nice, like a more dense brush like this, you'll probably find that it will soak in a lot of it. Okay, so you might need to add more, but you only need 5 drops. Okay, and then you're going to go and dab it on your skin like that. Okay, and then you're going to want to work it in. Okay, so this brush is awesome to get under everywhere you need to go. Okay, and you circular motions. Okay, nice circular motions. Remembering that it goes on wet and dries to a powder. Okay, so nice circular motions. This is going to get it all over your face. Okay, because you want to really work the product. Okay, and you want to make sure you blend it right back to your hairline and down your neck. Okay, because you want to have it all blended together. Now remembering this foundation is medium coverage. Okay, but the more you put on, the more you can actually get better coverage out of it. But this is like one coat, and I think it's awesome coverage. Okay, so notice how it dries to a powder. Now you will find that while it's working its magic, and it's still drying, and it's still trying to get into those pores and whatnot, it will be a little bit wet still, okay? But it does dry to a powder, which is really good. Now what I do to make it sit a lot better, because obviously when you're using a brush, it does move the product around, okay? And sometimes you can have streaks from it, okay? I'm not sure if you can actually see, but you can get some streakiness from it, okay? So what I do is I go in with my fluffy brush here. Okay, so if you've got a nice fluffy brush, it'll do the trick too. I go in with this side and I get into those places that couldn't quite get close enough. Okay, so this brush is amazing for that. Okay, then I use this side and I stipple it in. Okay, so you just want to push it in. No swiping, because again, it's just going to move it around. You want to make it all go into those pores to sit nice and flawless, okay, and get rid of any lines that it may have caused. Alright, now this is what you would do if you don't have any powder, okay? So if you don't have any setting powder, this is what you would do. And that really does dry it as well as get it flawless in your skin, so you feel like you look like you've got nothing on. Okay, it is amazing product, okay, because I had all that redness and it's covered it completely up, and that is just using the liquid touch. I didn't add any concealer. Okay, so, and you can go ahead and add concealer afterwards if you've got any annoying blemishes that are popping through. You can go ahead and use that afterwards. Now the next step that you want to do if you really want your makeup to last, okay, to last through the whole day, is you want to set it. Now you can set it in 3 ways, okay? So there is 3 ways that you can actually set any foundation, okay? Because every foundation needs to be set. So you can either set it with another foundation, powder foundation, which is this one here. Okay, so you can easily set it with that. Okay, and this is how you basically would do that too. Okay, you do not want to swipe it on, because again, it's going to move your product around. All right, you want to dab it. Okay, and this will also give you a bit more coverage. Okay, so if you wanted that extra coverage, this powder foundation to be used as a setting powder as well as to give you more coverage is pretty good. Okay, so you want to set that in place, but you want to dab it in. Okay, so you are dabbing it on. You don't want to go and swipe it everywhere, because it's just going to move it. You're not going to set it if you're moving it around. Okay, so it's very important that you dab it in. Okay, and you can use as much as you like to get that extra full coverage. I'm just doing half of my face because I'm going to use the settings powder on the other side. Okay, so notice how it just gives you that little extra coverage. Okay, and it also sets it in place. So notice how this side is a little bit more, you know, it's still got, you can still see some of the, I don't know what you would call it, but it looks a bit different. Okay, this is more smooth, whereas this is more a bit rougher. Okay, and that's because I set it. Now you can set it with the Behold setting powder, okay, which is this one. Okay, so this is also really great. Okay, so this is very fine powder, but again, you dab it in. Okay, you do not want to rub it on again, because you want to get it into those pores. And you don't want to move the foundation around. Okay. Okay, and that sets it in place. Okay, so that is not going to go anywhere now, and it's not feeling wet, sticky, oily, nothing. Okay, it's perfect. Perfect on your skin. Okay, now the other way you can set it, if you don't want to use a powder, you can use your setting spray. Okay, now I tend to use both. I use the setting powder, and then I go over and when I'm finished and I use the setting spray, just so it gives it, it locks it in even more, okay, because I really like it to be locked in. But if you don't have any of those things, you can easily use your setting spray. Now you can do it 2 ways. You can use a sponge, spray it on your sponge, and you just dab it into everywhere to really lock it in as well, okay? Or just the simple way. Done. And that is going to lock in your makeup all day. Okay, so I'm going to try and zoom in a bit. Notice how it looks flawless. You cannot tell that I have foundation on, but it's covered up all of the redness, and it's covered up all that psoriasis that I have and all that sort of stuff, but it looks flawless. It feels flawless. It's not sticky, it's not oily, it's dried to a powder, and it's just amazing. Okay, so if you get this foundation and you decide that, you know, oh, it doesn't work for me, go back and watch this video, okay, and just try it, and you'll find a way that will work for you. Okay, so that is all I've done today, is I've jumped on just to let you know how you can get a flawless finish with the Liquid Touch foundation, okay, so that it's not left looking oily or moving around on your face, okay, because setting it is important, okay, setting is very, very important. Hi, Crystal. Sorry, I was off on my rant, but I do see you there. So yeah, there you go. That is how you get flawless makeup, okay? And like I said, it doesn't even look like I've got makeup on. Does not look like I've got makeup on. And the reason why is because it's all about how you apply it and how you move it around your face, okay? You don't want to have it moving around your face when you're trying to set it. So you don't want to swipe it on. Swiping on any powder over the top of it, or, you know, that is not what you want to do, because that is going to move it around. You want to push it into your pores with the powder or the setting spray or the foundation. Whatever one you want to use is how you want to put it onto your face. Okay, and if you want extra coverage, you can always use the foundation powder over the top of it to give you extra coverage, or you can go ahead and use your concealer. Okay, because your concealer is great too. I tend to mix this in with my foundation just to give me that extra coverage, and I still do the same steps afterwards on how to set it. So hopefully that has helped you today, and hopefully given you some ideas on how to get that flawless look. So it looks like you don't have any foundation on, but it's covered all your redness and covered all your blemishes and all that sort of stuff. So thanks for joining me. Hopefully you've learned something today. Please comment below if you have learned something, or if you'd like to know a bit more. Okay, because we do have a whole range of foundations. So if you want to know a bit more about a different foundation and how it works, then comment below and I will do a video on that as well. Okay, thank you everybody. Hi Sarah. Thanks for joining me. Go back and watch the replay so you can have some tips on how to get that flawless look. Thank you. Bye. Have a great Sunday. Be kind to others. Bye.